Welcome back. It's still Good Morning Nigeria, live on the network service of the NTA. And up next is newspaper review.
Right, welcome back and thank you for being there for us. Chukwudi is right here with us for the newspaper review, and it's a pleasure to have you, Chukwudi.
How you doing? Good to see you as
I
well.
could be better though.
Nyere,
Good to see you, Chukwudi.
you know why I like you? You're always here. Thank you.
You're always here too.
Thank you.
I like you too.
We are always here.
Yeah, Claire, you're also always here. Let's go.
All right, let's look at the papers quickly now. Let's begin with the leadership this morning. And the lead story here says 138 cardinals to elect new pope as Francis dies at 88. The riders, 18 Africans to participate in selection process. Ghanaian Tucson, 9 others among contenders. Tinubu, Trump, others more. All of that on page 4. Of course, beside that story, we have Ohanese insists on restructuring. That's on page 27. Dangote spends 31 billion naira on food programs. Above the lead story, we have this one. Benue is under siege. Alia cries out. That's the governor there, and that's on page 23. You want to find out what's going on. Above that, after 40 years, Mina Airport commences commercial flights. Above the masthead, National Assembly extends holiday amid security concerns. And next to that, Plateau killings. Church leaders demand justice. And the picture story is that of Pope Francis, who passed on yesterday, born 1936 and passed on yesterday, 2025. All right, let's look away from the leadership now. Let's see what the Daily Times is offering this morning. The Daily Times leads with security concerns, and the story is bandits impose 60 million naira on 12 Zamfara communities. That's on page 2. Above the masthead, of course, the story of Pope Francis is also right here and captioned this way. Atiku, Abbas, Lawan, Kalu pay tribute as Pope Francis dies at 88. Khan leads protest at Jaws over herdsmen killing of 150 villagers. Details on page 2. And looking away from that, we have my comment on North. Your response is lazy. Baba Ahmed slams on Anuga. Nigerian Correctional Service denies bomb explosion in Maiduguri prison. Tension mounts in Delta over alleged murder of Governor Oborobori's aide. And that's on page 10. In a red strip, after 19-day European trip, Tinubu returns to Nigeria. All right, that's about it on the front page of the Daily Times this morning. Claire.
All right, I don't have much to take from the Daily Trust except the headline news. It says Kano, Katsina, Jigawa get 2-hour power supply daily. Small businesses suffer losses, and Kaduna Electric Development Company, KEDO, blames outage on system upgrade. The details of that you can find on pages 3 and 4. And then there's a picture story there of Christians on Easter Monday in Jos, Plateau State, protesting over the recent killings in Bokus and Basel GAs. And other stories Yuri had taken from the other papers. So I think, Chukwudi, if you...
Yes, Claire. Let us, first of all, pay tribute to Pope Francis. I had a short Facebook write-up yesterday where I recalled the unbelievable limit he tended to have pushed humility to. I recall a particular occasion where, when he traveled to, what was the South American country itself, where he was washing the feet of people you would call underprivileged and actually kissing their feet. I mean, it was practically unimaginable, but it happened. We cannot begin to describe to the Catholic Church the weightiness of any of the popes they've had. But I dare say, from a personal point of view, that Pope Francis has stood out to me, Pope John Paul too, that time, Let's leave the holy seas so we don't defile them, in quotes, okay?
Which of the denominations are you?
Does it matter, really?
No, I'm just asking, just curious.
I'm not going to tell you, but I'm not a Catholic. But when I see a Muslim do something that should be emulated,
or maybe you're
I
not,
tell the world about it.
Maybe you are faithless.
Do I sound like a heathen? Claire, you are derailing this talk.
Yes.
Then I noted too that apart from Pope Francis, the Catholic Church has always put out men and women who have stood out. I recalled that Calcutta nun, Mother Teresa, who said giving is best when it comes from a needy circumstance. Imagine, can you beat that?
Yes, the question now is,
Yes.
what happens when a pope dies? 137 cardinals to choose new pontiff, and from the list I saw, peddled, on the social media, there's an African, a Ghanaian, and I think I just remarked. I said, well, maybe that's just for the numbers. Yes.
I heard something yesterday that maybe it's time to make the papacy more of an European giving more European texture.
Texture. Yeah, well, I think you get my
now
drift.
why?
Really. You're not saying anything.
Wait till we do.
Well, for me, I just think irrespective of where the person is from, what's important is that the Christian faith, sees progress. Whatever he stands for, are things that will move the body of Christ forward. That's what I think. It's not about where the person is from. It doesn't have to be African.
You're saying, as I would like to put it, let us see more spirituality happen from all these rather than religious showmanship, which tends to have taken over the streets these days, May his soul rest in perfect peace.
I do have a contrary view, but again, we are all entitled to
our
opinions about how it's done. But
yes.
again, let the cardinals, let the 137 cardinals, irrespective of race and tribe,
yes,
choose the pontiff.
You would talk like a journalist, so let's permit you to do that. Otherwise, the rituals of the Catholic Church, I'm not really a fan of that side of it. The humility they show,
it's quite
not
sacred.
losing their members to Pentecostal zealots easily and all that. I praise them for it. I don't know how they achieve it.
It still resonates with me. And by the way, I attended, missionary school.
Oh dear.
So the rituals you talk about.
Yes, I should watch my lips since you're here, really, my dear.
Anyway, quickly, we have 60 seconds to go. Kanu Katsina Jigawa get 2 hour power supply daily. I mean, should this come as a surprise?
2 hour what?
2 hour power supply daily. Small businesses are closing in those areas.
And that would mean that maybe those on band C or D may not even get power at all.
What doesn't really matter to me from my analysis as a journalist is the instances of failure we record now. What I'm interested in is why would we, since 1999 up until now, still be dancing between 3,400 megawatts and 6,000 megawatts and all that? Are we jinxed? If there is sufficient production of power and good transmission of it, because distribution is a big problem in Nigeria, I think all these things will become a...
Well, Kedo says is
that will be the Kaduna...
Yes.
Okay.
Electricity Development Company, whatever.
Yes.
It says it's due to system upgrade. If it's due to system upgrade, well, it means this is just...
Temporary.
Temporary, yes. Just for a short period of time. And then probably after that, when all the system upgrade is complete, maybe the hours of power supply will probably... They'll be compensated.
Yes, but I want to suggest that system upgrades in our climb do not translate into things that fly in the face of modern technology. The other people upgrade theirs, yet the light does not blink. You know? Claire, let's go to another issue, please. Sorry to my dear brothers and sisters in the states you mentioned.
All right. Maybe the security concern.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yes.
security concern. in
Benue
Plateau,
under
Benue.
siege.
Yeah.
Plateau killing, Khan is demanding justice.
Justice, yeah.
Then bandits impose 60 million naira levies on 12 Zamfara communities. Let me start from the bottom.
You have 60 seconds.
We don't get to hear kinetic and non-kinetic anymore. So the army, they are really facing squarely the job before them. But I want to say that it is sad that we should, at this stage, still be talking about a part of Nigeria where bandits still hold sway in particular territories. The reasons are not too far-fetched. You need more boots on the ground. That means you need more recruitment into the police force, the army, the navy, and the rest of it.
All right.
Let us work towards that, please.
Chukwudi,
Many thanks,
you.
Chukwudi.
Thank
Very
you.
good point to say thank you to you.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow, as always.
Thank you so
Have a good
much.
day. All right, you're watching Good Morning Nigeria. Please don't go away. Our topic today will be interesting and, of course, beneficial to you. Let me remind you, Ponzi schemes. Have you fallen? Have you been a victim? If so, if not, please stay with us.